As we talked about in the last movie, dressing the set is a really important part of production design. On bigger sets, you'd even have a person or a whole team of people that are in charge of preparing and dressing the set. But on our project, it was just my wife and I. My wife actually is pretty great at designing sets. She's done production design for some other shorts that I've done, like Godlizza and Monday the 16th. The purpose of creating or dressing a set is to make it feel more like what it's supposed to be. So we got these great sparse cabins with our location that we're going to use for the hut scene, but they didn't actually look like people lived there. If people lived in this space, there would be food and bedding, probably laundry somewhere. So part of the pre-production preparations Heather and I did for the hut scene was to just talk about what would be in that hut. It still would be sparse, but they'd probably have a fur blanket in case it got cold. This blanket also gave some life to that flat wall back there. Tayani was also packing stuff for their journey, so there would be the items that she was packing, clothes and food and stuff. They would also have rudimentary drawing tools, drawn copies of the assurance, and blank canvases to draw more copies of the assurance on. This was their whole life. For the council scene, we made a huge assurance mural behind the officers. The thinking was that this was kind of the thing that gave them their authority. For the 6th scene, we made a new assurance mural on black, and then we dressed the set kind of like a crude funeral parlor, so it felt like this boy didn't have much life left. For the outdoor scenes, we were a bit more limited, but we still tried to create a unique atmosphere. For the night scene, for example, we made a practical torch in the background. That gave us motivation to have warm light coming from one side, which I think is kind of a beautiful look. It also looks really cool in the background, especially out of focus and in slow motion like that. For the common area scene, the extras were almost like the set dressing. Having them gather firewood and gather around this large fire pit and just kind of move around like that added a lot of life to the scene and made it feel more lived in, so to speak, like an actual environment. Also, smoke and ashes just look cool. Really added a lot of atmosphere to these shots. We'll talk more about the mechanics of set design in the upcoming series on working on set. But the takeaway here is to not shoot your locations as they are. Use those sets as an opportunity to teach the audience about the characters and the world they live in.